Rossington rescues Essex with marvellous ton. Essex coach Anthony McGrath said after their Simon Harmer-inspired 3-day win over Gloucestershire that his team are in the conversation for the title now. Perfect timing then for them to travel to the Kia Oval to take on the side currently in pole position, Surrey. Despite the sweltering South London sun, the pitch and outfield had a green tinge to them, and the returning Kemar Roach took full advantage early. Brown out-caught behind for 10. Cook and Wesley recovered. The score ticked past 50 under their watch, but no further. The captain fell bowled by Worrell for 11, who had 2 in 2. Dan Lawrence LBW to the very next ball. Walter made sure it wouldn't be a hat-trick, but suddenly Surrey were on top. And Worrell struck again. Walter unable to get off the mark, caught by Steele. Critchley joined Cook in the middle, and Surrey were held back. Essex in a bit of trouble now. Time for cool heads. They were up to 83 when Cook had to go, out-nicking to Pope off the bowling of Overton for 29. Essex now 5 down, with 5 minutes to go until lunch. Make that 6. Critchley bowled by Roach for 21. That left Essex 91 for 6 at the break. Rossington was the key wicket now and moved Essex onto 100. Overton's Yorker dug out for 2. The visitors were looking to rebuild after lunch. It was a crucial partnership for Essex, holding firm in the face of some determined Surrey bowling. With the Rossington boundary, he and Harmer had put on 50 off 95 balls. The recovery well and truly underway now. And to emphasise the point, another boundary from the keeper dug out of the block hole put 150 on the board for the visitors. Rossington found himself closing in on 50 soon enough, the Essex innings looking much healthier thanks to his dogged knock. The half-ton came off 86 balls, brought up with a single off Laws. Such an important knock in difficult circumstances. The stand was then worth 100 runs when Jacks got his length wrong and Harmer punished him for 4. Surrey were threatening to go the entirety of the session without a wicket, and that's exactly what happened. Rossington and Harmer walked in with the score 194 for 6, 103 added by the pair in their defiant stand. They moved the score beyond 200 after the break, Harmer with a lovely drive back past Laws to take them to the mark, and it also moved the spinner to 50 off 145 balls. But that's where Surrey finally separated them. A tired-looking Dan Worrell with his 4th, Harmer trapped in front for 50. And he had his 5 for 2. He'd certainly earned them. Snater fell LBW for a duck to the next ball. Essex now 8 down. He'd scored the bulk of the runs in a 50-run partnership, sealed when he worked Worrell for a single. He then blasted his way to the cusp of 3 figures, living dangerously as the catch was almost taken on the boundary. He hacked at Roach again. This time the catch dropped into no man's land. Rossington took 2 and he'd gone to 100 off 149 balls. The score was now over 250. But he fell 2 balls later, his aggressive approach catching up with him, holding out to Burns off the bowling of Roach to depart for an even 100, a superb innings that had saved his side. Worrell wrapped it up. Essex all out for 271 when Porter was adjudged LBW for a duck. Another gritty display from the visitors had dodged the embarrassment that looked likely earlier in the day. That was largely thanks to Rossington's hard work for his 100, but Harmer too had been crucial, almost doubling Cook's 3rd highest total in a card littered with ducks. Worrell had been Surrey's chief threat, hard work rewarded with figures of 6 for 56. Burns and Patel looked to get Surrey off to a solid start, and for the first few overs they managed just that. But with the score up to 24, Essex found an early wicket. Ryan Patel out for 4, caught by Harmer off the bowling of Cook, and the visitors had something to encourage them already. That was the end of the day, one which had been Surrey's to enjoy really. Despite that rescue effort from Adam Rossington, the hosts wouldn't have been too intimidated by the 271 Essex had cobbled together. But that late wicket could prove to be the difference in a match that could hold a huge amount of influence over who finishes the season as champions.